Good morning, everyone. Got your coffee? I got mine. So I got in my car just now, and I can tell by what it did that my front brakes are going to need attention real soon. I think now would be an excellent time for me to say, if you would like to support my platform, I will leave my Cash App and my Venmo down in the comments. If you celebrate Halloween, happy Halloween. Halloween used to be one of those holidays where, oh my God, I lost so many of my kids' pictures in the fire. We had a house fire back when my kids were like 4 and 6. And I lost so much in that fire. You know, I try not to dwell on it, but I lost a lot in that fire. A lot of sentimental things in that fire. But Halloween was always one of those. We had our tradition on Halloween. You know, I would spend hours and hours. They would come home from school. I would spend hours and hours and hours getting them dressed up for Halloween just for them to do. I would always take them to, you know, the rich part of town and let them trick or treat. They would give them the long candy bars in the rich part of town. And, you know, they would have to go all the way up those long driveways. And I mean, those kids would do one block and then they're like, we're done. And I'm like, oh my goodness, are you serious? I said, when I was a kid, when I was your age, you know, my friends and I, there were 3 of us that hung real tough. I guess friends, I don't know, seem to come in threes because we got this breakfast club. And then we had our little Stand By Me gang, you know. I don't know. And even my son growing up, my oldest son, it was 3 of them in their clique. My youngest one was always a loner, a bit of a loner, like how I am now. I guess I always was a loner in spirit. But anyway, it was 3 of us. We trick or treat all night long. All night long. Then after trick-or-treating, excuse me, we would go to a movie and get popcorn and pop. And I remember one year they picked Finding Nemo. So we went to go see Finding Nemo. And I really didn't want to go see Finding Nemo, but when it comes to movies, it's all about the kids, you know. When you have kids between certain ages, you don't see a regular movie for like years. But that was when I fell in love literally with animated movies. The new Pixar movies, those were dope. I love Finding Nemo. And so we saw that on Halloween. Excuse me. Morning, I tell you. I'm struggling this morning. I'm trying to make it seem like I'm not, but fuck it. Why not lean into the truth, right? I'm struggling this morning. I didn't get enough sleep. I told you that library pantry had me going all day yesterday. My husband had yesterday off though, so I had him helping me. But that library pantry got hit so hard yesterday. You have to restock it. You have to do a morning restock. I usually do that in the evenings now. I just started doing that in the evenings. And that way it's easy because before I hop in this car, instead of being tired from a restock, I could just go unlock the box, get in the car, and have morning coffee talks with you all. But when I come back, the high schoolers and the middle schoolers would have walked past by now and taken everything that they want. So then you're going to have to set the box up again for the afternoon school crowd and for the people who come in the community who come during those hours. And then in the evening, you're going to have to set it back up again for the morning. But yesterday was just really busy because it was emptied almost completely yesterday. So that restock was a lot. And then I told you, I took advantage of the fact that there wasn't a lot in it at all to just go ahead on and clean it out, clean shelves, dust off cans, get rid of, you know, anything that didn't belong in there. A lot of my friends, this is really what I want to talk about this morning. A lot of people that I care about are experiencing a lot of anxiety over this vote. That was my actual first sip of coffee. And y'all are having so much anxiety. And I don't know why, but I'm just not having a lot of anxiety. Maybe because I'm so busy with things like the library pantry, trying to get this other pantry going, my gardening and my back porch and little projects in the house. I'm just busy. So I am like mentally full right now, you know. So I'm not I mean, don't get me wrong. I clearly know what the consequences of a Trump presidency will bring. I have all the receipts. Those of you all who follow me over on TikTok know that I have been preaching and screaming and encouraging and motivating and trying to inspire people to vote blue. You know, I didn't come in at the last inning, and to try to win this game. I have been talking about this. And one of the things that I talked about was having a plan in place, a viable plan in place in the event that Trump wins this election. And we did that. My husband and I, we don't like the plan. The plan is what it is, but we do have a plan in place in the event that Trump and the Republicans get control over America. Yep, we sure do. And maybe that's another reason why I'm just not panicking and I'm not really stressed and I'm not really a person who has very high anxiety. Most of the time, I'm not experiencing any real anxiety over this vote come November 5th. We did our part. We went and we voted last week, my husband and myself. We did our part. And like I said, I have been doing all of those community talkings and trying to help people understand. I've talked about Project 2025 back before it even got warm outside, before, summer got here. And what it could mean, especially for marginalized communities, the Black community specifically. And that is when I know that I have done everything that I can. I have gone to community meetings. I have done my canvassing. I have talked to people in my community. I've done everything that I can do, to make sure that this nation that I live in is okay and in the hands of the people who will harm it the least, in my opinion. And only one party's trying to take away all of our rights. And that is when you say, I've done everything I can and I'm going to put it in God's hands. Instead of saying, doing nothing and saying, I'm going to put it in God's hands. Someone pointed out that when people say, well, it's in God's hands now, is a way that we avoid accountability. And I couldn't agree more. People say that because it's a way for them to sound like they're actually doing something when they're actually doing nothing. But I have put it in God's hands because I have literally done everything that I can do at this point. And I'm satisfied with what I have done. And I have done a lot. And it really is in the hands of my ancestors right now, because there's nothing else that I can do. Sure, I'll still have little pep talks up until the 5th, but I've done everything that I could. I have made sure that I have thoroughly spoken to everyone that matters to me about the importance of voting, and I am satisfied that they're going to vote. I am. I don't know people who don't vote. I really don't, to be honest with you. I really don't know people who don't vote. I really don't I tend to spend quality time, my free time, because I have so little of it, with like-minded people, other people who have their shit together, I do at this stage. Your 50s are not for foolishness. They're not. Your 50s are for you to be fucking around with people who have their shit together. And your 50s is that, you're supposed to have your shit together too. So with all that said, I really don't have a whole lot of anxiety, despite knowing what a Trump presidency can mean for America. But like I said, when I encourage people to not just put everything on hopes and prayers, but to have an actual plan in place for yourself in the event of just in case. And we did that. And it ain't a plan that we like, but we know what the consequences are if this man gets into the White House. And my husband he's off the next day on November 6th, just in case these people want to act a fool when they lose. Because make no mistake about it, I really do believe that if they lose, they're going to make January 6th look like a walk in the park. I don't think that these people, as indoctrinated into this cult as they have become, are going to take losing very well at all. I don't believe so. So I also encourage you that if you can take that day off, or just be very mindful that week. Don't let your kids walk alone, especially if they are children in marginalized communities, gay, trans, black, other POC, female. Don't let your little girls walk around by themselves. You want to be very, very much so hyper vigilant. And aware of your surroundings that week. Because the people who belong to this new Republican Party, they are not well. It is a cult. They do not. That's the Breakfast Club. One of the members. I don't know what the other one is, but that's the first one. These people are dangerous, and they are unwell, and they don't know that they are unwell. That's the thing about unwell people. A lot of unwell people do not know that they are not well. Do your best to relax. Light candles, take baths, take on a project, a cleaning project. Get that thing done around the house that you've been meaning to get to. Now's a great time to get in touch with people that you've been meaning to get in touch with. Go to brunch with friends. Make sure you attend your book club meeting this month. Focus on who and what you love. Do your part, but pray. But you got to do your part. And with that being said, I'm going to let you all go. The library Pantry could use a few things. It could use cereal, shelf-stable milk, Uno cards. They've discovered the orange juice. The orange juice is new today. Bye, baby. Uno cards. let's see, cereal. We could use coffee pods, sugar, the little creamers. I like to put some coffee in there for the people. And some other stuff. I put it down on TikTok. Oh, diapers. We could use diapers. I broke the diapers up instead of those boxes of $55. That's way too much. I put them on package. They're like under $10. So if y'all could grab those, that would be great. We only have like 2 packs of diapers. And I've been holding, because they go so fast, I've been holding those 2 packs back for a mom that asked, because we don't have any more after that. But I'm gonna let y'all go. Again, I'll leave my Cash App and Venmo down in the comments. Y'all have a great day and relax. Do your part. That's all you can do. And do something to take your mind off things. We've done what we can do.